Hey guys, welcome back, and today we're going to talk about episode 3 of The Bachelor, season 22, the greatest show of its time on the television. Of course, it would not be season 22 without starting out with some kind of noise from Crystal. She's really gross. It starts out with a group date. And so there are a bunch of girls. They're gonna go hit each other and tackle, and I don't really know what happened here. This chick, I don't know her name. She's never even on this show. I think she's new. Just like every time I watch 19 Kids and Counting, the Duggars, they have a new kid. But yeah, she's new to this show. I think this is her first episode. And this is what she says.
This is not good. There might be some drama because some of the girls have been at each other's throats a little bit, and now they'll have an opportunity to actually kill each other.
So on this group date, they're gonna murder each other, is what I'm gathering. So I'm actually pretty excited about that because some of these people we probably need to kill off. Okay, so now it's time for them to actually fight and attack each other and fight to the death. And Ari's wrestling with someone from last season that I had never heard of because I didn't watch last season. Tia has something to say. She says, I'm
really wondering if Ari's gonna make it.
No, Tia, he's not gonna make it because they decided to kill him off and replace him with someone else. This whole date is just so bizarre. I have no idea what's going on, but all I know is that at the end of it, everyone is in their element or not in their element. I don't know, they just say in their element 4 times within like a minute and a half.
I'm in my element right now.
Yeah. Tia, do you feel in your element?
Yes!
I was not in my element. You girls in your element.
So I have a problem. They're walking up to this RV park and they're like, Tia, do you feel in your element? What do these people think Arkansas is?
Okay.
So now it's nighttime of the group date, and Crystal immediately pulls him away. He says to her,
it's really hard to have you in a room with a lot of other women, you know that.
You're confusing the girl, Ari. She literally thinks that she is the front runner. She thinks that she already has you. She whispers to him. What am I supposed to do? Like on these good dates? Do I just kick them? This chick is literally psychotic.
I asked Ari, do you want me to be aggressive? Or do you want me to allow you to get to know the other girls? And he told me that he wants me to do whatever is me.
Oh, she is really crazy. And then this other girl steps in, and Crystal, she says, have fun. You know, you're wasting your time, but have fun. Now, Babyana is still angry about last week. Yeah, they had a little fight, a little tiff. She thinks it's time to bring it up to Ari. Now, we all know that is Bachelor rule number 1, never talk about the other women to the Bachelor. But Bibiana just name drops Crystal. So we go back to the house and all the girls are sitting around waiting for that date card. And Chelsea believes that she's gonna get the one-on-one. You know why?
I have a feeling that I'll be on that one-on-one date because he knows I'm a mom.
I don't see the correlation, but as long as you do, yeah, okay. We go back to the group date where Crystal says this about the other girls.
These girls, they're living in such like a false reality. Because after having a one-on-one and having such a deep connection, Ari and I have, you know, the strongest relationship in the house.
Chick, speak for yourself. You don't know where you are. You don't know what's going on. You don't even know what reality is. So, I think you're the last person who has any say in what these other girls are seeing. Again with Crystal, sitting back at the house, talking to another girl, a girl who she is competing against to win Ari's affection. She says this to her.
I get hated on by girls.
Yeah, because you're freaking annoying.
I really feel like we know we want to end up together. And this is just a process that has to be done in order for us to be together.
She literally is talking to this girl who is trying to marry Ari as well, and she's saying, I just know that we're supposed to be together and we just have to go through this process, finish up this show so we can actually be together like we're supposed to be, but we feel it, so sorry about ya.
I don't really want competition.
chick, you're on the wrong show. Alright, so Lauren S. gets the one-on-one date, and they go to a winery. Chick's wearing sneakers. Last week, Annalise had some bumper car trauma. Yeah. And Caroline from Twitter asked me why I didn't talk about it and how I felt about it. I just think it is weird how they had dramatic music and this dramatic video play that had nothing to do with her, this random little girl in a bumper car. And then this week the same thing happened.
In my childhood, I had a traumatic experience with a dog.
Of course you did. Of course you did. Just like last week, they played this dramatic music and this scene with a random dog and a random little girl crying that has nothing to do with anything. Okay, so Lauren S. It's time to give her or not give her the rose on the one-on-one. And this is why he says he can't give her the rose.
I can't give you this. And it's because I don't even know.
I'm glad you're telling me why you can't give me this rose. Thank you for the clarity. Thank you. So Lauren S. goes home. They come to the mansion. They take away her bags. And all the girls are flipping out. Oh my gosh, she went home. And Crystal just decides to make this speech to the group. No one wants to hear anything she has to say. But of course, she's Crystal. She has to say something, you know. Caroline's face here is literally how I feel whenever I hear Crystal speak.
And it's just crazy just how early on it is. It's only the third one-on-one and it's just so early into this process.
And Caroline says a lot of things about Crystal that we all feel.
Oh my god, I'm literally gonna kill Crystal. Get off your high horse and stop being so condescending to everybody because you met his dog. Like, stop.
Yeah, why don't we see more of Caroline? Because she seems to actually be a real person. Okay, so time for the second group date, and Annalise has to say something about...
As long as it's like not extreme sports with dogs.
What is extreme sports with dogs?
And I almost lost my eye.
Okay, going back to the mansion. Babyana and Tia are sitting there talking. Babyana says a prayer and then she ends it.
Let one of those girls get bitten by a puppy. Love you, bye.
Amen.
Love you, bye. Oh. So they had their group date where they all played with dogs and did a dog show thing that nobody knew what they were doing. Annalise picked up some poop. Now we're at the cocktail portion of the group date. Annalise is freaking out like she does, and well, she says,
I feel like I'm going home.
at least she has good intuition. Okay, so he talks to everyone. He sticks his tongue down everyone's throats, except for Annalise. And then he sits down. It's time to give somebody the rose. And he loves to repeat things, so of course he says.
Today was really fun. I loved today. Today was such a cool day with the dogs.
Only Ari can say the exact same word 3 times within 2 seconds. Now, fast forward the next night. It is time for the cocktail party right before the rose ceremony. And Bibiana, she made this huge setup. She's really trying here, really trying to get Ari's affection.
I want privacy, and it's really difficult to get that here.
Bibiana, silly girl. Don't you know, you don't get privacy on the show unless production sets it up for you. So naturally, 3 different girls come to this setup that she has for the 2 of them and use it instead of her and him. Hey, and he wants to do something special for Tia, so he brings some things from her home.
I got us some hay bales.
It's like we're at home.
So, from this show, I gather that everyone in the world thinks that all Arkansas is are RVs, hay bales, and moonshine. I don't know, like, I am confused and I don't know where I am. Okay, so he decides to send Annalise home early because she keeps trying to come over and kiss him, and he literally says, no, I don't want to kiss you. And yeah, she's still trying. She's getting no clarity, poor girl. So newsflash on YouTube told me that I need to say who all went home at the end. So I have for you your losers of the night. Coming in 18th place of season 22 is Lauren S. Coming in number 17, we have Annalise. And number 16, we have Bibiana. I think it's really weird how they made it a big deal the first night about how they had 4 Laurens. They brought 4 Laurens on the show. And by week 3, we're already down to 1 Lauren. They literally killed one off every week. Alright guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you didn't, then okay. And I will see ya next Tuesday with episode 4 of my favorite show in the world. Bye.